Peace and blessings, everyone. Do you realize how many schools of thought and beliefs are out there? Speaking on religious beliefs and world beliefs, whether it's dealing with the various religions or the beliefs that alien races are setting up the planet for a future do-over in habitation. Peace and blessings, everyone. Do you realize how many beliefs and schools of thought are out there? Whether it's a specific religion and how things supposed to turn out with revelations in Christianity, or Judaism, still waiting on Messiah, or whatever religion. And some schools of thoughts and beliefs, dealing, say, with aliens and alien races, and alien race is supposed to come here in the future and take over, and it just it's so much stuff out there. I mean, just so much, and I know one can look at the various beliefs and thoughts and deem them crazy and outlandish and just stupid, but we have to remember the importance of truth. And because of the fact that we are ignorant to the truth of our existence, we have to question if these schools of thoughts, these beliefs, as far out as they may seem, if they are valid. We have to question everything. And I think that's an important role of the government. So this is basically a political video, under my government, under the one world government. Part of the duty of the government is to explore these beliefs and validate or invalidate them. Some of them, are, even if it were valid, it might be hard to prove for some time, but we have to at least acknowledge the fact that there is a belief there. It is being put forth as truth, and that we don't know whether or not it is true or not. Even the most outlandish belief out there still may not be able to be disproven, no more than Christianity or Hinduism or whatever, So, like I said, just ignoring it and saying that we refuse to accept it, I don't believe that's just, that's valid. It doesn't help us in the long run. We must question everything. We are ignorant of our existence. We are ignorant of this world and this universe and everything, and of our being. So just to easily dismiss an idea because it doesn't sound right to us, maybe doesn't feel right to us, like I said, it's not just. It's the same thing that's done within our major religions. Islam doesn't feel right to a Christian. Buddhism doesn't feel right to a Muslim. So, and those, like I said, those are the accepted ones. Those are the ones that are our oldest religions and beliefs. And so nowadays we have some new ones, and that are just spacey, for lack of a better term. Like I said, I might deal with aliens and space and all types of stuff. You can even take the Urantia book, which is it's a I don't know. It's a wild book. If you're not familiar with it, you need to look it up. It has some very, very interesting things in it. And I read many books on religions and beliefs and schools of thoughts, and I read them not for seeking the truth per se. It's more so now that I read them because the truth is that they exist, that these beliefs exist. They proclaim the whole truth. I am not able to say whether they're true or not. I'm too ignorant for that. There's plenty of people here, on the internet, plenty of resources that will debunk all the ideas that exist. There's somebody there to debunk them. But even in the debunking of them, there's still questions of whether if they have completely spoken the truth and proven that belief, that idea as non-true. So like I said, I read them, and because, like I said, especially the old religions and reading the old religious text and whatnot, it just, like I said, it's held up and it's put forth as the Word of God and doom of God, and it is or it isn't. And there's a beauty and a wonder in just the speaking of that belief. Like I said, government, that should be an important role of the government, that it must seek out truth to help us move forward as a race of beings, spiritually, intellectually, physically, all that. We must constantly look for the truth, accept the truth, want the truth, believe in the truth, love the truth with all our heart, soul, mind, and strength. Because it shall set us free. God bless. Peace and love.